Ooh. Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Booth Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Welcome to the off season for all of us. And I'm not afraid actually. I'm going to say I think we're going to see a crazy off season. I think you're going to see a lot of teams now, because the NFL is a copycat league, start to do what basically the Eagles did last year. The formula is actually kind of proven right now. The Eagles fell short in the Super Bowl, but when you look at where they were last year from being a playoff team, losing to Tampa Bay, to really having more talent. I don't know what happened to the Eagles defense, that defensive front that was close to record-breaking in sacks. They could not get to Pat Mahomes on one leg. Now, granted, Kansas City had a great offensive line, and I believe with Pat Mahomes hurting, those guys took it upon themselves to make sure that Pat Mahomes was not going to get hit. And that was the difference in the game. I've made fun of the Eagles and things quite a bit, since yesterday. But there's no shame in their games getting there. Unfortunately, somebody's got to lose. And it just ended up being the Eagles. But I think what you're going to see is you're going to see a mad scramble this year again. A mad scramble of people trying to make moves to improve their teams. I don't know if the Cowboys will be one of those. I don't know how you can look at this and literally hear your players say, hey, we need more help. Your players are begging to have more firepower, to have more defenders. You can look at the situation and say, Tampa Bay, bringing in Tom Brady, bringing in Gronk, bringing in Ndamukong Suh, as well as others, brought them a Super Bowl. You can look at the Rams and say, well, they traded everything they had to bring in the talent. Now, granted, they're starting over, and I'm not sure that you want to go all the way like that, but you look at the Eagles and say, they made some really good moves and still have two number ones. Now, they're going to have some hard times trying to get back next year because they have a lot of free agents, and they're going to have to now pay their quarterback and things too. So it's going to be a little tougher sledding, and they will have that first place schedule. But as you look at the landscape right now in the NFC, Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. I'm not going to take that away from him. But Jalen Hurts got a lot of help by having a great offensive line and having lots of weapons around him. We'll see how they do next year. People are now coming to me, would you trade Dak for Jalen Hurts? Here's the thing that you guys don't seem to understand. There's a big difference of throwing to Dallas Goedert versus throwing to, Dalton Schultz. There's a big difference of throwing to Devontae Smith and Michael Gallup on one leg, or Noah Brown. You have to look at it from the standpoint of saying there's a big difference of Jalen Hurts passing behind the Eagles' offensive line versus the Cowboys' offensive line that ended up changing week after week, that literally our starting left tackle 2 weeks before the season gets hurt and having a rookie to take his place. You don't look at it and say Tyler Biadasz is the same as Kelsick. You follow what I'm saying here, guys? It's not really apples to oranges. And this is the mistake that people make that maybe don't understand. That, yes, Jalen Hurts looked great yesterday. Did. But when you see A.J. Brown able to catch a pass that's out here, as opposed to our guy tipping it up and it being a pick six, it's not equal. It's not equal. And in the end, it doesn't matter what Dak does. It really matters what Jerry Jones does. Jerry Jones used to be a maverick, used to be a chance taker, used to be buck stops here, and only excellence is all we accept. I don't know where that guy is. I hope he comes back. I'm hoping that he's going to allow Mike McCarthy to sink or swim on his own, as opposed to Jerry Jones pretending that he knows better and how to coach and everything else. I honestly wish that we could do away with some of the press conferences of Jerry Jones. That we could just let it be Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn doing the talking about what's going on in the field. Jerry, you got enough stuff. You got all these buildings across the country and things like that, and you're getting ready for the World Cup of soccer. Why don't you just go focus on all that stuff? You know? Focus in on that. Let's let the football guys take care of football. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed making fun of the Eagles, and am happy that, although my numbers will shrink, okay, let's be clear here. If the Eagles had won yesterday, I probably would have had twice the number on my live stream tonight. We just know all those Eagle trolls. I think I counted 4 Eagle fans on my channel. 4 during the live stream. And I'm going to say it. Sorry. If you are an Eagle fan that has been bombarding my channel only when you win, and you're not like Twiz Digga or Philadelphia or Filthy, and that showed up after you got the loss of the Super Bowl, you, my friend, are a cockroach. Just are. If you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk. Don't be a fair weather fan. Don't be that guy who's a sore loser. The guy that says, don't talk to me now, after you've been given the business to everybody. If you're going to talk the talk, you better be prepared to walk the walk. Yeah, I pretty much said everything today that I needed to say. We've had fun with the Eagles, but now the reality is it's time to start building our team for this season coming up. Yep. Now the question is, now that football season is over, what do we have to look forward to? Well, our Zoom calls will be Sunday afternoons to kind of, we can talk about football at least on Sundays. I'm debating on going to the XFL game next Sunday night. I'm going to see how the weather looks and see if anybody else wants to go with me. And a week from tomorrow, franchise tagging can begin for the next 2 weeks. And first week in March is the combine. So we got a lot to work on. We got a lot to do because now we got to get serious. So I'm going to end this tonight, as I always do, reminding you to tell the people you love that you love them. Because you might not get the chance again, people. And I love you guys. Even you Eagle fans out there. You guys. God willing, I'll see you in the morning. Peace out.